welcome to our program Smart Global. Now I introduce Mr. Balasubramaniam, basically teaching mathematics in 25 years experience, 5 years in India and about 25 years in abroad, teaching many nationality, Indian and English and American system, and he is from teaching family. Father and mother both are teachers and interested in psychotherapy and counseling and completed his PhD. The topic study and motivational, emotional intelligence and learning skill in educational. And also he is appointed CEO European International University, Kuwait GCC region, Certificate HR Assessment Central Analyst, Life Member Associate of Professional Psychology, Fellow Member Academy of Psychotherapists, Psychology and Psychometrician, Life Member Counselor and Council of India. Hi sir, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Priscilla. And nice to have an interview with you. And I'm Dr. Balasubramanian. I'm from Coimbatore. And past 25 years, I'm teaching mathematics for senior level and college students. And 5 years, I'm working in India. And last 20 years, I'm working in the state of Kuwait. And also teaching Indian system and English system and American system. And for my period of teaching, I found the mathematics is the hardest subject, but at the same time, and this is one of the very easy subject. And so I like to teaching. At the same time, I do the interesting in the educational psychology. So slowly I started to travel in the field of psychotherapy and counseling, and I completed my PhD thesis regarding the educational settings, learning skills, motivation, emotional intelligence, like that. And 5 years, I am also making my own psychometric software and giving counseling for the students and parents, and also DMIT test.
Okay. Sir, how is your Corona period time?
Yeah, Corona period is, I came here India about in 10 months before. 10 months I am facing a lot of challenges and the tough situations is happening in India and all over the world. And in education, if I want to say, the many conventional methods was broken and they went into the modern methodologies and enjoying the Zoom classes and Zoom meetings and Zoom seminars and going on.
Okay, thanks. Anyway, I'm eagerly waiting a lot of question asking for you, sir. Now I start my first question. Even though 2K kids are very much intelligent on the technical side, the real potential are still hidden. And the parents are also struggling to identify how our process will help is this.
Okay, thank you. It's a very good question. So even in my life when I was studying and when I was teaching, I understand that the marks are totally separated with the intelligence and their skills. So, and our educational system is only focusing on the marks, and fortunately or unfortunately we don't have other tools to measure the intelligence and the skills. So this is the little disadvantages. So last 5 years I am working on this. So I am also preparing a nice tools, and it's very simple tools. Of course it was available, but many are not aware. So my idea is to bring this knowledge to each and every individuals, so that the children and the parents will be happier to find where they are really talented and what they want to do exactly. Because many, in the newspapers we can see, many of them are studying one course or they completed the degree program something and doing some other job.
Yeah.
And they were totally like not traveling together.
Yes.
So how to solve these type of issues? This is our big agenda.
Oh, good. And my next question. What was the enjoyment in Zoom classes, sir?
Yeah. And Zoom classes, I am also promoting the psychometric and the DMIT ideas. So the many parents are unaware what is this psychometric test. So in psychometric test is the idea based on the question and answers. So we have framed a lot of questions, and each questions they have to answer. They have to give the ranks. And according to the rank, we can identify what type of personality the boy is like that. So in recent one parent, they came for the counseling. The mother is telling that the boy is like to talk with always the guest and everything. But I am telling with the report, no, the boy is not that much interested with the persons, he is more interested with the nature. He is interested with the animals and everything. So later the boy is telling, yes, sir is telling is correct, and mother what you are saying is not correct. Now the mother is telling, I am living with him for last 11, 12 years.
Okay.
I didn't know that he is interested with the animals and pets and everything. And whereas you are finding from the psychometric test and clearly you are saying, and he is also accepting. So this is little somewhat very different. So whether the parents are potential or the teachers are potential to bring out these talents, this is our challenges. Yeah. We don't have the tools.
It was quite interesting.
Thank you.
In analyzing perfectly in your short span. Thank you, sir. I too eagerly like to do the test.
Only for you or for your parents also?
Me and my parents also. Sir.
Okay, welcome. Yes, we want to bring these type of tools so that either the children or parents, they can understand their hidden parts so that they can live their life very happily. So no need to fight with the wrong platform.
Correct. Like example me. I'm doing science but now I'm working media.
So this is the way where we are doing the mistake. So
Yes.
knowingly or unknowingly, sometimes our education system is evaluating through the marks and not finding the real interest. So sometimes one person, like you, for example, from Tamil industry, Mr. Sivakarthikeyan, he completed the Bachelor of Engineering, but he is working in the film industry.
Yeah.
So why the parents not able to understand that? Even though he may be informed to the parents, but the parents will tell that, don't go to that area, maybe you cannot get a good job, or the industry is very difficult, like so many reasons are there. And I want to say, just recently in the last week in newspaper, one police person is working in a fire department and he resigned the job and he started to work for the film industry and he directed 2 films.
Oh.
So not only film, like many industries we can say. And many people, they did like the arts and science degrees and they do research in the natural science like that. So this type of test will help the parents to make the life very easier.
Sir, a degree or mark not decided our future. Only interest.
Yes.
Only decide our future. Correct, sir?
Correct. And even the biologists, the Gregor Mendel, maybe he studied in the class 10th. And Gregor Mendel did the experiment with the beans, etc. And he's a church father, but he studied BSc Mathematics. And he's not a biologist. But he got interested in the biology, so he utilizing the mathematical intelligence and doing the research in the biology, now he called as a biologist.
Yeah.
So these are all the things the parents have to understand, not like a single stream will decide their life.
Sir, for future aspect, parents want the kid to particular area like engineering or medical or law, any other. The children needs to choose their individual interest and change their as passionate one. How will you guide for this?
Yes, thank you. Good question. We know in India also, like Sachin Tendulkar, he is not very good in the primary school education. And Amitabh Bachchan, even he not passed in the voice test when he go for Air India, something, Air Radio, I think something like that. So we can see many peoples, they are not highly good conventional in the school system. Only Indian mindset is highly conventional school system.
Yeah.
And they are always stick with the magic number of the marks.
Yeah, correct.
And this is very wrong way and they have to change little slow by slow. In Western countries, they are giving more skills and they have the many tools to identify the child talents.
Yes.
And here, unfortunately, we don't have that much time or that much intelligence or that much knowledge or that much exposure. Only many of them are giving a promotion textbook and coaching centers and training centers, how to score the marks or how to increase the marks out of 100 as 100. and they just read like a copycat like that, and they have to come out from that part. That's why I am also working more in this area, how to bring out the children from that part.
You're right, sir. Where the first rank holders in public exam, normally student will memorize like copy paste. Is the content is the right way, sir?
Yeah, this is the saddest part. When English was ruling India, they want more technical peoples to handle the jobs what they want to do in the office work. So they started like this method, they call it Makala system and everything. From there we unknowingly we get habited of copy paste, and only we are bringing the numbers in the exams but not very intelligence from the academic system. So we have to come out from that methodology. Yes. I want to say that that's the reason many Indian good talented peoples, either from IIT or IIF, IIM or even from the medical colleges, many of them are migrating to the foreign abroad states. Many even Indians are almost in America. They say that almost 1/3% of the Indians they are in the top senior positions. Now we know that recent election also the vice president is also from Tamil Nadu state like that. Yeah, we can say many numbers. The Pepsi CEO, Madam Indra Nooyi, and even the recent election vice president, and even the recent elections, they say that about 30 to 35% of the elected peoples are from India.
Yeah.
So many talented peoples are not able to do well in the Indian system, unfortunately. So they are migrating to the foreign states actually. Because in India, what is the challenging situation is? For example, a person want to be like an English teacher. So he should study BA English Literature, MA English Literature and BEd so and so like that. Then only one person can become an English teacher. Suppose one person he did like BSc Maths or BSc Chemistry or BA Tamil and he did the MA English and BEd. If he can become as an English teacher or no? Unfortunately in India, he cannot become as an English teacher. So this is our saddest part. Even in the university admissions, if you want to go for master degrees, we are very narrow actually, but not like in American system. Even in American system, one person can do BA engineering and he can go for MA literature. Or he can study MBBS and he can go for a BL. But if we are only in recent Tamil Nadu government, I have to congratulate and appreciate Dr. Vijay Bhaskar. He is the only person I know actually. He finished the MBBS and BL degree and he is doing the health minister. So, but not much people are like this. Many are very narrow. Even including take myself. I did BSc Maths, MSc Maths, BEd and worked for 25 years like that. And many of my friends are still as a maths teacher. Only myself I interested in educational psychology and a little deviating and working in the psychology area. And working in the foreign state, foreign country, and the peoples are recognizing very good. And there is a big domain in the area of psychotherapy and counseling. And mainly, nowadays, many the conventional jobs are going to deteriorate like a 0%. And conventional jobs means like office jobs, for example, bank jobs. Many of them about the banking sector, they are not taking new jobs, and all the jobs are coming in the mobile. So you no need to go to the bank. So then why the banking industry has to appoint the staff? No need to appoint the staff. And recently our Honorable Prime Minister opened the one train, metro train without a driver. So there is no driver in the electric train. So imagine the unemployment. So it is really a very critical part for the Indian state, Indian country. Like we are a big part of the population, and many graduates are there from the engineering college or arts college or even the MBBS college. Even the BDS college, the 20 to 30% of the seats are empty. The children are not going for the BDS because the job industry is very challenging. So if they finish the degree or if they are going to do the degree, what they will do for the employment? This is the biggest question. So our teachers and the parents and the government has to think, and we are recommending to do the modern tools like psychometric tools or any other tools to know that where they are really interested. Only if they are really interested, they can give the maximum performance. Then they can have a good enjoyment of the job and the family.
Sir, one of my friend always change her job on, sorry, alright.
Capital.
Sir, one of my friend always change the job at least once a year. What was your comment, sir?
Yeah, technically the issue what you are saying is your friend. So they are not exactly know where is the strength and what the area they have to play. So and they are getting a suggestion from their friends or their parents. Just they keep on tell, okay, the next person, her next house is working as an engineer, you also do. Or he is working in that area, you also do. Or he went to Dubai, you also go to Dubai. Or he went to Australia, you also go to Australia, like that. They are not analyzing whether he is an introvert person or extrovert person. Is a mathematically logically strong or a weak, or he is an answer person or not. So many area we have to work on. Then only we can guide the person so that he can work in the same industry or for a long time. Yeah. So now you see the film industry people. Many of them are working for 20 years, 25 years, or
Never
some
change.
never changes, and even till death also they are doing the same job. Why? Because fortunately or unfortunately, they understand the strength and they started doing the job, and they never worrying about the revenue or what the salary, etc. So they are doing the job rightly and they are enjoying the job, so they are standing the period for the long term. Yeah. And unfortunately, the current generation or the younger generations, now the job industry was very huge. And now in 25 years, 30 years before, we know only BCom, Bachelor of Commerce. But now what the BCom, they are giving like 30 branches. BCom advertisement, BCom accounting, BCom finance, BCom marketing. So the children are getting very confused. So they don't know what to do and where to stand. So our idea is they have to do more psychometric test or any other test so that they can understand the strength and weakness and they can enjoy the job very easily. Yes, this is my suggestion. And recently we did one counseling for two persons, husband and wife. And after the record, I understand that the lady, I not remember the name, she is a sports athletic person. And I'm asking with in the counseling part with the husband, he says, I don't know that part.
Oh.
And he's telling, I heard that she sold some certificate and everything, but I didn't know that she is interested more in the athletics and games and everything. And I'm asking with that lady, and she said, yes sir, you are correct. I am very interested in the sports athletics, and I did lot of state-wise and national-wise competitions. After my marriage, I totally changed and do some other thing like that.
Okay.
So now then later I advised her, don't leave that part, at least start doing gym or the coaching centers or health awareness centers and everything. Now she started working on that one.
Okay.
So this is the thing what I want to say. So don't leave your interest. What you want to do, what exactly you are on, or what is exactly your destination, catch that and do very minimum part-time jobs.
Now
So that you can enjoy your time. Yeah.
Now she's very happy, I think.
Yes, thank you.
Some parents are really confused or stressed how to manage their children in both academic and non-academic.
Yes, a very good question. The simplest solution is the parents have to spend quality time. That is very important. I want to give my life experience with my mother. When my mother was doing a teacher training course, and my grandmother, okay, so my grandmother always check all the homework sheet and test papers and everything, and she always see how many red color markings. The grandmother's only key is how many red color markings, that means that many mistakes. This is the simplest idea. So, and my mother, she finished the teacher training and everything, she got the job also. And later when she joined the job as a teacher, and then some years after, then only she understood that my grandmother doesn't know reading writing.
Oh,
This
interesting.
is very shocking.
Yeah.
Then I'm asking how he didn't understand that before she don't know reading and writing.
Yeah.
So see the parent, this is the parenting biggest backbone idea. So the parent has to spend quality time.
Yes, correct.
So now, but nowadays, you know, the parents are very smart. They have iPhone, everything, but they don't know how to manage the children.
Correct.
Why? Because they are not spending quality time. So if they spend quality time, They have to talk and discuss what happened in the classroom, and if they are going to play outside, what they are doing. Either we have to watch directly or we have to watch indirectly. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is a very important, simplest solution. So you don't need to be a master, you don't need to be a graduate, you don't need to be a technology person and everything. Just whenever the boy or girl comes from the school, just see their notebooks and the grades, whether the boy is coming happily from the school or he is coming with a crying or he is very tired. Each moment you have to notice it. Then the boy will understand that to share with you so that many of the problems will be stopped. Okay, this is the simplest method.
Your parent like Einstein mother.
Thank
He
you.
also give much more time with Einstein.
Correct.
You know that story,
Yes,
sir?
yes, I understand. Even the Thomas Alva Edison, I think he was kicked out from the school. The teacher wrote in the diary, your son is not fit for the education, and he is dropped.
Yeah.
But what the mother said actually, mother didn't show the same letter. Instead, the mother said that, no, the teacher is telling that you are fit to study the homeschooling.
Homeschool, yes.
So I will teach you everything. Then he becoming as a very good person.
Correct.
Same thing we can say one another Nobel awardee, the respected Rabindranath Tagore. He is a very great person because his achievement nobody can do. Only his poem is the national anthem for India and also national anthem for Bangladesh.
Correct.
So this is very because, but when he was in the school, he was also dropped out and he was also doing the homeschooling. So I am not telling that the teachers are not fit or very bad. Not that idea, though I am also a teacher. But what I want to say is the parents has to spend the quality time, then the children can do the achievement. Yeah. And I am also interested more history of the Nobel awardees. And please, my dear friends, whenever if you have a time, please go through the history of the Madame Curie. We know that this is awarded Nobel Prize in 2 subjects. She got Nobel Prize in the physics and also in the chemistry. And her husband also Nobel awardee, and 2 daughters also a Nobel awardee, and one son-in-law is also a Nobel award. So how it is possible? And so it's only like parenting, yeah. And don't think that just giving the books and getting admission in the biggest college or the famous institution, his life will be changed. Perhaps it is one factor, but the main factor is the parents' role.
Your children is very happy to have a wonderful parent like you.
Thank you.